Welcome to the Bamboo Method, investing in the unseen. They say good things come to those who wait, but in a convenience-driven world, patience can sometimes feel impossible. But the reality is that anything worth building usually takes time. So we're here to ask, what are the things worth putting in the time and investing in, even if we don't see results for a long time? Today's guest is Peter Johnson, an Air Force veteran and entrepreneur who's built his life around service, discipline, and helping to make the world a safer place. Originally from Minnesota, Peter spent his early career in the United States Air Force, then spent 5 years as a federal air marshal, working international travel and counter-terrorism, where a key moment led him to pivot and bring his experience into the private sector. Now he leads Archway Defense, enhanced weapons systems training across 3 groups, or archways: government, commercial, and houses of worship. He's also building Deep Attic, an AR/VR platform that helps people train more efficiently in disaster response tactics. In this episode, Peter talks about the compounding effect of showing up and reminds us that the long game is about consistency, capacity, and choosing purpose over comfort.
Thanks for being here, Peter.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate it.
On a personal level,
Yeah.
what's been a thing that you have nurtured that you've done consistently, knowing that it's going to take time to see results or see fruit,
Yeah.
see anything come out of it?
I think the easiest one is fitness. And I'm not saying you can see me. I'm not
If you're just
anything
listening,
special.
he's jacked, guys.
I'm not jacked.
He is jacked.
I'm functionally fit, but I'm not jacked. I know a lot of jacked friends, or I've got a lot of jacked friends. But fitness, for me, before we came down, there was one of your other guests. We were at a conference a little while ago, and I'm a 4:30, 5 a.m. wake up kind of guy and go to the gym. And I'm down there, and then one of your recent guests, I look over, and she's right there. Go to work.
Yes.
Like it takes a lot. Initially, it takes a lot of dedication to get up. Now it's just autopilot.
Yeah.
But that's an ROI, the return on investment, you'll never see immediately.
Yeah.
But if you do it over years and years and decades, I was lucky enough to grow up with a professional athlete as a father. So he definitely instilled that physical work ethic.
Yeah. So did that start at a young age then with your dad? And what sport did he
So
play?
he was All-American tennis.
Okay.
I went to Pepperdine, and actually, if you know Pepperdine's in Malibu, Court 1 has his name and his tennis partner's name, Lansdorp.
No way.
Yeah, over at Court 1.
Wow.
So All-American, and growing up on the tennis court, watching my dad teach people, and as a stupid little kid, I just thought my dad played tennis.
Yeah.
And then I realized the people he was teaching were going to like US Open and Wimbledon.
Wow.
These legit tennis players. So that was kind of a cool, getting that mindset development from a professional athlete as a kid, not even appreciating what I was getting at the time. But that was huge, unequivocally.
Yeah. So you use the phrase return on investment. So that's what we're talking about. Over time, you get to see a return, you get to see results, fruit, whatever word you want to use for it. Obviously, we can see that you have some muscles.
Trying. It's all water weight.
Yeah. Doubtful. But what are some of the results? What is some of the return? Because it's not just that you are fit, but there's more to it, right?
Yeah. So for me, I call it my most selfish time of the day, where I choose to be selfish for me.
Yeah.
And I know that if I work out in the morning, regardless if I'm doing cardio or HIIT or weight training, I will make better decisions throughout. And when I don't do it is when I realize how much I set myself back and I didn't invest in myself in the morning. And it's wild. If anybody hasn't tried this, I'm telling you, just try it. I mean, just try to do it today. And then tomorrow will be today, and do it today. It's going to be wild in short order how much calmer you are when you guys are in business. The stress is very real. Stuff comes up and you're like, where did this come from? What problem? How did this problem even get to this point?
Yeah.
I know that when I take that time to be selfish in the morning and do something physical, that I generally make better decisions throughout my day, and the stress doesn't react as quickly. I don't react to the amygdala firing, the fight or flight.
Yeah.
I can generally control that better.
Yeah. I've got 5 young kids.
Awesome.
So getting time to exercise has been a challenge in the past season of my life. But I know that there have been seasons where me and my wife were regular with it, and the mental clarity, elevation, mood, it truly is. It's on another level.
Oh, it absolutely is.
I mean, body is like obviously it's great. It's good for your body. It's healthy. You're taking care of yourself. But the mental side of it,
way better,
is impeccable.
Yeah. I was much lighter at the time. You used to marathons, triathlons, racing 5Ks, 10Ks, halves.
Okay. Yeah.
That was about 50 pounds ago.
Wow.
So I was very fast.
Sure.
But it was disproportionate because tree trunk legs and no upper body strength.
Sure.
So for fighting for air marshals, I had to more balance myself out to functional fitness.
Yeah.
But the mental clarity I get personally, and do you run, or were you a runner?
I've actually never really been much of a runner.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably looked like, I played soccer a lot, so I was running.
That's running, literally.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you look this up? How far do you run an average soccer match?
Miles.
Yeah. So you're a runner.
Well, I hate running, but I love playing soccer. So if you give me something to run too, I'm all about it. But if I'm not a marathoner or anything like that. No. Yeah.
It's 6 to 7 miles in a 90-minute match.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So that's valid. What we call a 10K, by the way. So if you know someone who ran a 5K and double it, that's a soccer match.
Sure.
So you're a runner. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Okay. I never knew.
I
know now. Thank you.
Who would have known?
You just need a reason to run.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Give me a reason. Give me something to run to or away from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grizzly bears, right? That's easy. Yes. But the runner's high I used to get when I was doing those long runs was so healthy for my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You could process all of that and let thoughts come and go, and that weird mode that you get into, and there's somebody much smarter than me who can articulate why. But I would encourage anybody, if you are listening and you haven't been selfish and invested in you, literally just do it today. Start today, because it's cleared my mind, as you said, more than anything else.
Absolutely. So when did that pattern start? When did you say that was something that you could say you were like nurturing it or investing in that?
Probably 14.
14.
Yeah. So growing up pretty, as you can imagine, tennis pro doesn't make great money.
Sure.
I was one of 7 kids, so we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I couldn't play in Minnesota. I was originally from Minnesota. Couldn't play hockey because very expensive sport. We have ice everywhere, but I was like, okay, so what can I do? Like, what sport can I do? And so I started running. It was more of a game for myself, probably 14 or 15, to see how far I could run.
Yeah.
And then I'd come back and my dad would be like, where did you go? I'm like, I don't know. He'd like, okay, jump in the car. And this is before GPSs.
Yeah.
Maybe there are GPSs. I didn't have one. Jumped in the car, and he would actually reset the odometer, and we'd drive the route, and he'd be like, that was 10 miles. I'm like, okay, cool. A little Forrest Gump moment, I'm guessing.
Wow.
But no, that was kind of cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool that your dad
he loved it.
Took interest in it with you.
Yeah.
He partnered in it with you.
Well, he's an athlete, so anytime they were very good about exposing us to a lot of different sports, but never pushing.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you find that there's ever times that you just don't want to work out anymore, or
every day? And
how do you overcome that? I mean, obviously it's been a pattern. You know, we talk about habits, and it sounds like it's a part of your identity. That's what you do. But what beyond that, like, how do you overcome obstacles of just like, I don't want to do this today. I don't want to do it tomorrow?
Great question. Because I think about like almost every day I wake up. It's very rare I wake up and I'm like, I want to go crush myself. And on those days, I try to clear my calendar as much as I can in the morning and just destroy myself in the gym. Because if I've got that kind of energy, that is super rare. But most days I wake up and I don't want to work out. Like, your body is literally telling you to be lazy all the time.
Yeah.
So then I guess what I do is, again, not trying to swear on your podcast, don't be a bee. Just go do it. Like, shut up and go do it.
Yeah.
And that part of it is the battle that we have with our body, between our body and our mind and our spirit, is like, which one's going to win?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm stubborn, but I get really pissed if I let the worst version of myself win.
Yeah.
And that affects me. Yeah. So to fight that, I know that it's going to affect me later. So I just try to fight it as early as I can in the morning.
Absolutely.
I don't know who, some famous podcaster said every day do something hard. It was probably Goggins, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably. Sounds like Goggins.
It sounds like Goggins.
Yeah.
Credit to Goggins. If not, comment below with who said it.
Yeah.
But it is real, because once you do something hard every day, the rest of the day, or you win, maybe it's not do something hard, but win at something. Yeah. And if I can win at the gym by even doing a 30-minute, 5 days, 6 days a week, I know that I won.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love it's interesting to hear with how long you've been doing that it's still a struggle every morning.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to come into this perception of like, if someone has a habit and they're successful at it and they look like you look, you think like, oh, you must enjoy, and I know you enjoy it, but you must.
Once I'm there, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
Once you're actually in the midst of it.
Yep.
But killing that little inner demon that wants to sabotage
the
me
hardest
every day,
part is getting there, right?
Correct. Just literally getting out the door.
Yep. And it's so easy to think that when someone has accomplished something or overcome something, that now it's just easy.
No, it gets easier. I will give.
Yeah.
Because the more you do it, the more I'm really big on the neuroscience of neural pathways and myelinization. So when you have a neural pathway and you myelinize it, which is a fancy word for insulation, the transmission goes quicker.
Yeah.
So the more you do these little things, you literally wrap myelin around that neural pathway that says, I wake up early in the morning.
Absolutely.
And I go do something.
Yep.
And then it does get easier, but that little demon in all of our brains that wants to sabotage us will always be whispering. Some days it's louder than others, but it's always whispering.
And to that, it's easy to think your demon's gone.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's a dangerous place to be in.
Right. But it's like, we all still have that little voice going in that's going to come in and try to get you to stop.
Self-sabotage is very real.
Every day. Absolutely.
It's like, why go to the gym? Just go eat a dozen donuts, dude. That would be just as good.
Right.
Which it might be initially.
Yep. But the return.
Yeah, your return's done.
Absolutely. I'm curious, in your professional life, what are you being patient with? What are you continuing to nurture? You just have to wait and see, or maybe it's been something you have done and now you're seeing the fruit of it. But what has been something that's taken a long time to really build and see any results?
I would say there's a couple things. The compounding effect of, and I'm speaking on Archway Defense side, the compounding effect of just showing up and continuing to train state, local, and federal cops for coming on 11 years. It's wild. When we first started, people are like, okay, who are you guys? I've never heard of you. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I still have that mindset that no one's ever heard of us.
Yeah.
And when I find people who are like, oh, no, I already know who you are.
Yeah.
What? How? Yeah. I still think I'm back in 2014, 2015, when nobody knew who we were and cared. So that's an ROI game of anytime we have the opportunity, and even though the schedule's busy, is like adding another course. So a lot of the training companies will, for right, wrong, or indifferent, they'll just plan out their year and they're saying, we're doing 30 courses this year. Well, we plan out our year, but then if it literally happened a week ago, team was like, hey, we need a sniper course. Okay, when? In 2 weeks. Look at the calendar. Wow. Yeah, we can actually be there. So I can either say no, because I don't need to do a course, or I can just show up and try to support the guys and gals. So that, continuing to nurture that, it's kind of the same as the gym, just showing up every day.
Yeah.
When you have the opportunity, when you have the ask, just show up.
Continue to say yes.
Yep. Yeah. And yes to the core principles of your business.
Yeah.
Right. But if you don't know what those are, you'll start saying yes to the wrong things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Because there's a bunch of yeses out there. So there has got to be some refinement, right?
There's so many people that will gladly waste your time and money.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've seen it.
Yep.
One of my mentors, when I first started out, he's like, just be careful. There are a lot of people that will smile at you and waste your time and money, and they'll be so appreciative that you did it.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. What do you mean? And then I started seeing them. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
this is what they meant.
Yep.
So saying yes, always saying yes, but always saying yes to what is in alignment with the core principles of what your business is. And if there's a way to say yes, say yes.
Yeah. When you say if there's a way to say yes, And I can imagine this has some hefty implications in your business. We're talking national. We're talking you're flying places.
Coast to coast, border to border. A lot of driving, actually.
Yeah. So, but the travel implications, the logistics are just through the roof.
Huge.
Beyond some businesses that are maybe more local or just have some systems that are a little bit more consistent in place. When you say yes if you can, do you have like a structure that helps you know if you can, you know what I mean? It's already tight. So like what is the if you can?
Well, I'll give you an actual example. So not theoretical. We're doing, I believe it's 10 courses for the state of Indiana, their law enforcement association. So we'll be doing courses in southern Indiana, mid and northern Indiana across 2 weeks. 10 courses, just Monday through Friday, course every single day. Some after one course, if you have to get to the mid, you're literally driving immediately after the course, get to the hotel, wake up early, go to the next course.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because if you're on the road, might as well train anyway.
Yep.
Well, I got a request from Texas Rangers SWAT team. So Indiana, Texas.
Yep. It's a drive.
A little bit. Montana. So if you look at a map.
Yeah. 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 We'll bring up a map animation or something. Yeah.
So Indiana, and they're like, we want Archway for 2 courses at the end of the 10 days it's actually 14 days, but at the end of the last course in Indiana, the following Monday, so I've got Saturday, Sunday of travel days, we'd like 2 courses with Archway with some of our teams. So I looked up travel. I'm like, okay, how many miles? Okay, where are you staying? This is lying to myself. I kind of have to come. It's kind of coming west anyway.
Yeah, it's on the way.
It's kind of on the way.
Yeah.
But in our world, that is on the way.
Yeah.
So showing up and saying yes, I was like, yeah, we can do that. So just show up.
Yeah.
So after Indiana, we'll immediately go down to Texas and go train another 20, 30 SWAT guys for the Texas Rangers.
Yeah. So talk to me about what's the fruit of that? Like why is that so important? Because that's a stretch. You know, what you just talked about. That's no small. So why?
I love the why question. When I was in the desert in 2007, we're waiting for our relief to come back or to come into country, and you can't leave until your relief is there. This ties in quickly. Well, we were stationed at an airport in Kuwait City, and our chow hall was removed and turned into the area morgue. So everybody who got blown up and shot and killed flew in every night. We took their bodies off the plane, transferred them to the truck, and then went to the morgue for processing before they flew home. So when I say I've, for months, doing that for months, you see really young kids, or at the time similar to my age, who some of them, I would argue, were way better than I ever was, and they still died. Then you come stateside, and I was actually just talking to a SWAT commander or SWAT lieutenant this morning. He lost 3 of his guys on one call out about a year and a half ago. So then when I look at that, I truly believe evil's real.
Yeah.
And if we can improve by 0.2 of a second, these guys and gals that are literally, we are telling them to go confront evil. I don't know, just personally, if I say no too many times, I start asking the question, am I part of the problem? So that's where, I'll drive 16 hours to go train you.
Heck yeah.
I don't care.
Wow.
I'm going to die anyway, but if I can help, if myself or my guys, because I've got other instructors, if we can help get one guy or gal home after a shift, dude, it was all worth it.
Wow. What a cool perspective. It's clear you really believe in what you do.
And I like audiobooks, so it makes,
there you go.
I get extra time on the road to listen to audiobooks.
I love that.
But
so kind of bringing both of those together, how do you maintain the personal side of things I know there's probably other aspects to this, or other things, but workout is a big thing. How do you maintain that when you're on the road working?
Yeah, you just literally have to wake up.
Just get up
earlier.
You got
a 12-hour day, wake up and go do something. Even if it's wind sprints, right?
Yep.
You're going to go sprint for 5 minutes. Great, do something. There are people in prison in solitary confinement that get jacked, and they have no gym.
Yeah.
Their diet's horrible because their food is garbage.
Yeah.
They have no equipment. Now, they do have probably more time than we do.
Sure.
there's no excuse not to do something.
Yeah.
I was on the road in Colorado Springs, and then I had to go down to Texas. Well, the morning of, woke up, or the night before, I was like, man, I've always wanted to go up Manitou Springs, the incline. And anybody who doesn't know, look it up. It's just this soul-sucking flight of stairs going straight up. I mean, there's no turns. It's just you're looking at stairs. You know what I'm talking about? Soul-sucking.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to do it. And that little demon in my mind was like, no, dude, you've got a long drive tomorrow. You're driving from Colorado to Texas. Like, it's okay. I'm like, no. So I laid out, kind of like triathlon training, I laid out my workout clothes for the morning. I'm like, I'm going up the springs.
Yes.
I'm going up. It's Manitou, right? Is it called Manitou Springs? I think it's Manitou. Anybody else from Colorado is probably laughing if I got that wrong. You know what I'm talking about. It's like 2,700 stairs just straight up.
Yeah.
So when you're on the road,
it's a lot of
Manitou
stairs.
incline hike. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome soul-sucking hike. But I woke up earlier than I needed to, drove there, crushed it, did dude wipe shower in the parking lot, and drove the rest of the way to Texas.
Heck yeah.
But it's those moments where you're like, I kind of feel alive doing this because
Absolutely.
I always wanted to do that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I could either give in to that little demon that wants to sabotage me, or I can just try to live an interesting life.
Yeah.
In all that, how do you know your limits?
Well, I'm not dead yet. So I think, no, it's a good question though. It's because, and I'm being facetious, but you do have to be careful because I used to manage my time when I first started in business. I'm like, okay, I'm going to block time. Time is very important, but your energy is way more.
Capacity.
Yeah. So then, and that really shifted over the last probably 3 or 4 years where I started, people call it burnout. I'm like, probably saying yes to stuff I shouldn't be saying yes to, or I'm not delegating stuff I should be delegating. But the burnout, what people call burnout, I don't have a better word for it. I think it's a good early warning indicator that you should reassess something. Yep. And I don't know what that thing is, but sit down, turn off the phone, and ask yourself, why am I burnt out right now?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have that conversation, and I love the idea of manage your capacity, not your time. And I'm curious, do you have like things that you kind of have markers for, like, you know, your check engine light, if you will, that are like signs of burnout?
Wow, really good question. I'm trying to answer it as honestly as I can. For me personally, I think it's once I start feeling frustration at the mission, I know that something's not right, because the mission is like the mission of trying to help people come home, right? I'm not trying to be too grandiose with it, but that's the job.
That's it.
If I start getting negative about that in any way, I know there's something that's a pretty aggressive engine light on.
Heck yeah.
So sometimes I unplug, and I've been known to literally drive to one of my instructors in Colorado and go crush 14ers with him over a weekend, just get away and get out into nature. But yeah, if I see that where I'm starting to be less than, I mean, you know me, I'm pretty enthusiastic about what I do. Yep. If I start seeing that slip, that's probably my biggest barometer if something's wrong.
Yeah. Disinterest in what you're typically passionate about and love.
Yeah, which is, I guess that would probably be everybody, right? Yeah. Like if you normally like something and you don't like it, something else is going on there, right? Something's Listen to it and try to lean into finding out why.
Yeah. And it's, doesn't matter how much you love something. If you are just going 200% for too long, you're going to stop caring about it.
Correct.
You don't have the capacity to care that much.
Yeah.
That often, that hard, and keep going. And so it's like it's a natural human factor.
Yeah. You have to build your rest stops, right?
Absolutely.
So this year, this is probably the worst year I've done at it in recent memory, but previous years I would block out, okay, I'm not working this week. I'm not working this weekend, and all the way through the calendar. Most of that was associated with either shooting a competition, which sounds like work, but I'm not teaching anybody, and I don't have to answer the phone, so it's actually not work.
Yeah.
Or climbing mountains or something. Like I'm not doing anything during this block. And so I was pretty good about that for 2024. I was pretty good about that. 2023 I was pretty good. 2025, I destroyed it. I mean, my sister, we were climbing 14ers a couple weeks back, and I'm literally taking Zoom calls on the middle of the climb.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is absurd.
Yep.
That was a good indicator that I have not balanced.
Yeah.
Whatever balance means, I failed at that one.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, Wade here. Before we get to the final question, if you liked the show so far and want to hear more, you can support the Bamboo Method on Patreon. There you can listen to the full director's cut of this conversation and help make this show possible.
Do you mind pulling up a stopwatch quick? In 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, something just happened at your house. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay, wife or?
Wife.
Yeah, awesome. Something happened. She got a serious cut on an artery. How much time has passed?
32.
32 seconds. What is the average 911 response time? Roughly 3.5 minutes. How much time has passed?
47 seconds.
They're not here yet. And they're going to come. Firefighters, medics, cops, they will rip the tires off their car to try to come and save you. But you have to do something in that 3.5 minute gap. My question is, what are you doing? How much time has passed?
2 minutes, 15.
They're not here yet.
Wow. Yeah.
That's the point. Become the type of person that you would call to rescue you.
Well, that brings us to our final question. I think it's a good segue to what are you nurturing? What are you investing in that you wish you weren't?
Ooh.
What do you need to get rid of and throw away?
I think it's on the client acquisition side. So I've been known to see the good in a deal too long where I should be cutting ties much quicker. So I've nurtured a ton of opportunities that probably aren't opportunities.
Yeah.
And that is something that I still fail at. I'm getting better, but I do know that's a weak spot in me where I should just say no faster.
Yeah.
And if they don't say no, that's fine, but I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Once I started doing that, and by kind of like the gym, when I've done it, life gets really good.
Yeah.
When I haven't done it, weird stuff starts happening and stuff falls apart.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the opportunity cost, right? If you say yes to the wrong things when the right things come along, you don't have the capacity or the time to say yes to those.
Yep. Every yes is a no to something else, and every no is a yes to something else.
And that's such a hard decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions to close. What's next for your business? What's coming in the pipeline?
Yeah, so on the what I call my day job on the training side is trying to get more, and we've been working on this for years, is trying to get more methodical about the travel because pragmatically it's very expensive when you travel.
Yeah.
So instead of just going from here to Texas and knocking out a lot of work in Texas, what can we leapfrog along the way to add value to all those agencies that might not have a budget for training? And there's a mechanism that we provide the training for free at no cost to the taxpayers or the agency.
Wow.
So finding ways to interweave those, and part of that's coming through the compounding effect of our business being with reach, being able to have all these agencies that are requesting training and then start connecting those dots. And with technology, it makes it a little bit easier now.
You talked about Archway Defense, but you didn't really talk much about your other business.
Yeah. So, there's a couple. So Deep Attic, immersive generative training on AR, VR technology to speed up training cycles. One of the clients I talked about was one of those clients I let behavior go out of the way. It almost took down our business. That's how bad that. So when I'm not talking theoretically, like very bad.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we recovered from that. So we're focused on off-the-shelf product, meeting with stadiums, a lot of actually stadiums. And one of our first clients was O'Hare and Midway Airport Systems for active shooter in VR for non-armed security. So the security personnel, any company that has a use case of they have to train people and they have to document that training and they have a high turnover rate of like 16 to 18 months. So then you're investing constantly in this training. VR, our platform, Deep Attic, works really well. And we spun off, or one of our off-the-shelf products is a core set of training, and that's coreset.ai. And that you can be purchased off the shelf. We've trained police departments actually on explosive recognition. We have a behavioral detection. Actually, I should run you through that one. Yeah. Situational awareness and behavioral detection.
Okay, cool.
We've got a headset out at an Ivy League university right now that's testing it.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
Cool.
That's amazing.
For their students as they travel abroad to kind of build that awareness, because a lot of them maybe have never traveled abroad and have no situational awareness.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's Deep Attic.
Deep Attic.
And you gave the web address where they can find you?
Yep. So the product off the shelf is corset.ai.
Okay.
CORSET.ai.
Okay. And then Archway Defense, where do they find you?
Archwaydefense.com, all social media at Archway Defense.
Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you guys for having me. This was fun. This was awesome.
Great conversation, and just appreciate you sharing and appreciate what you're doing. I think your businesses, your mission, everything you're doing is impeccable, but also the way that you lead it is inspiring. It. So, and just great conversation.
No,
appreciate your time.
It beats a real job, as I say.
Heck yeah, absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening to the Bamboo Method, investing in the unseen. Remember, anything worth building usually takes time. And here's a sneak peek from the next episode.
I write a ton of cards, a lot of notes. I think that piece of mail that comes to you that's like, the one you save for last. It's not a bill, it's not a scam, it's not a political thing, it's handwriting on a card.
Who do you write notes to?
All of them, all the people.
Yeah.